Welcome back to the channel. It is so good to be back. I'm so glad you guys enjoyed my last video. If you didn't check it out, boom, it's right there. But there's been a lot of requests, and I actually even mentioned it. Do you guys want to see a DIY? Well, in today's video, I'm going to show you how to DIY exactly what that video is. It is super awesome. I've already mapped it out. You're going to freaking love it. It's coming up. Let's do it. It was all about layers, right? Now, the thing is that what makes this super awesome is that it's all about angle. Now, I've already taken the left side of this mannequin and I've parted this off. This is already done, and I'm gonna show you exactly how to do it right now. So what has happened is that I'm gonna take this out and I'm gonna show you, right? So what I've done is that this is a half circle right through here. Now, with that, you can see, I'm gonna turn this around, is that this half circle right through here basically starts, okay? Now, if you were to put a comb on top of the head, just like that, like right on top of the head, it's literally right above the highest point. So it's right above. So I basically took and I rounded this out all the way to almost like right above, you know, that's this little kind of point you have in the back of your head where it kind of dips in. So it's like right above that. Now, it doesn't have to be perfect, but it has to be close to. Now, with the last video is that, again, it was all about angling. You can layer your hair like this, you can layer your hair like that, you can layer your hair like that. Now, just basically the way you change your angle depends on the shape you want. Now, if you're gonna be going for a shag, you wanna basically layer it like this. Now, if you're going for a traditional layer, it's gonna be something very, very similar to this. So, but what we wanted to do is we wanted to tweak it a little bit and layer it just like that. So you create more length here, more length down through here, and a lot of volume up in this area, which is gonna be awesome. So if you're looking for volume, this is gonna be your thing. You take this rounded section, and what you wanna do is you wanna take some little rubber bands, just like so. Now, depending on, and we're gonna be going right in the center portion here. The center portion right through here is that's exactly where we wanna put that rubber band. Comb this up, very crucial, smooth it out, and I would always suggest combing up into your section. So you wanna comb up to where you wanna put that rubber band. Take that rubber band, just like so, and I'm gonna wrap this around a couple times. And I'm gonna put this close to the scalp, just like that. I'll go ahead and pull that down just a little bit. Now I wanna get this out of the way, so let's just kind of get this out of the way, put it right through there. Now what we wanna do is we wanna take the remainder of this hair, and same kind of concept, is we wanna brush this almost identical right into that first section. So brushing, brushing, brushing. And you know, you might need a little help doing this. You might be able to do it on yourself. Same kind of concept, brushing that up. Take a little rubber band here, and you wanna put it exactly right over the top of your previous section. So now we've got two sections right through here. Show you this. And so we've got this two sections. So basically you've got one here, which would essentially be the inside, and then you've got the outside. And as we start to pull this, you actually can pull this right over the top. if you're gonna tighten it. It's gonna be a little bit loose, but as you kind of pull that, it'll be right exactly over that top portion. So this is where we are going to personalize this for you. Now, if you have length of hair that is if you have length of hair that is actually going to be, short in this area, this hair is not going to reach, right? So you're essentially only going to be layering the top portion. If you've got longer hair, of course, all the hair is going to reach. You're not going to be cutting everything super short to this point. Now, the thing about it is just getting the angles of everything really, really right. So you can see exactly how I'm kind of holding this up, and we can have a tendency, because that angle going through here is not straight up, like so, it is literally coming, think of it right off your jawline. And so your jawline is gonna be coming up like that. So essentially where you're gonna be cutting that line is straight back in this area. Now, depending on really where you want to have this cut, you could actually do this short, or you could do this a lot longer. So if you're doing this a little bit longer, you're not gonna be, like, the effect of the layering is gonna be a little bit more subtle, which is all good. If you wanted to go a little bit more extreme, of course, cut this a little bit shorter. Now, when it comes down to the scissors that you want to use, is that, and I've used this in many different types of videos, we've got a blunt scissor, and then you've got texturizing scissors. Now, a blunt scissor is going to essentially be just a blunt blade, and you can see that just like that. Now, you've got texturizing scissors like this, or essentially this would be like chunkers, okay? Now, this texture is what is going to essentially create a soft look. Now, any sort of DIY guys, if you're cutting rubber band, you're taking hair and you're literally compressing it into a very thin funnel. Now, if you're to cut that with a blunt scissor, that's going to look rather jagged. Now, it would be wise is to get something like this, is to soften up that, essentially that jagged, funneled, hair. So we're gonna be using a blunt scissor, then we're gonna be going in and doing a texturizer or a soft scissor. Cool, let's start the cutting. So for dramatic purposes, we're gonna be going a little bit shorter. Now, I don't need to take my rubber band all the way out. I've already got my section exactly where I want it to be. I can basically just cut this where I need to cut it. So when you go to cut this, you can actually cut this just straight across like this, or you could soften it up a little bit more if you don't have a texturizing scissor or a texturizing with the teeth in it. You can actually cut it a little bit softer. So let me show you kind of how to do this. Now, if you're going to soften this up, what I would recommend is kind of point cutting in the hair. So when you go to point cut in the hair, you always want to cut out. You do not want to cut in. You cut in, you're going to cut yourself. It's going to hurt. Yeah. Okay, get rid of some of this hair, just like that. And I'm just kind of contributing a little bit more to that softness. And I hold it still at that same angle that I want it to be. Cool. Now, what else is that you can take now this section and with this chunker, and you just kind of hit those little bit of pieces, and you can point cut with it. You can really just do, I'm gonna take it and hold it just like so. Make sure those angles are awesome. And again, you can have somebody help you out with this. You can actually do this yourself, This other angle. And again, if you want to comb it like so, You know, so you're getting a little bit more refined look, you can do that. It really is just up to you. What do you feel comfortable doing? And as you can see, again, it's just nice and soft. It's not super, super blunt. Now what we want to do is that we can take some of the above ponytail on that side. So what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to take that, tighten that up a little bit, just like so. Kind of drift it forward just a little bit. Perfect. Perfect. So you can see where your guide is right there. And take that, and I'm gonna cut it just a little bit longer than my previous section right below it. And that is just because I want a little bit of hair, just a little bit of hair to soften it up. If I cut it exactly right to that line, it is going to, you're not gonna leave yourself some of that room to really just soften it up a little bit. Then I take my texturizing scissor right through here, and then I just soften it up just a little bit. Okay? Other side. So now I'm gonna take that, I wanna brush that up. Okay. You see where that guide is at, right there. Cut it just a little bit longer. And when I say like a little bit longer, like I'm gonna say like basically about 3/4 of an inch to 1/2 an inch. Then what we wanna do is that we wanna take this and we just wanna soften it up. Perfect, awesome, cool. So now take that, you're kind of like looking at that, get that head to come off. No, I'm just kidding.
I've never encountered a serial killer who would behave quite so much in that pantomimic way.
Let's check it out, guys. Take this out, and then let's take this out. Okay, perfect. And I worked off a center part, okay? Okay. Already looking at that, you know, you can start to see a lot of those layers happening in there. Like that is super awesome. I love it. But what I want to do is I want to bring that length up. So bringing that length up is just gonna create, guys, YouTube family, this is gonna be amazing. Absolutely amazing. And of course, you could cut this up a lot shorter, bring it up. You could actually do this on a lot longer hair. I just really wanted to just kind of get rid of some of that length. Diffusing this would be so sexy. Bringing out some of that curl. If you really want to learn how to do some curly hair, there's another video. Check out this one. I show you really kind of how to get just some of the most beautiful curl ever. Well, let's go ahead and kind of smooth this out. So the thing I really, truly, okay, now as you look at this, right? The thing which is awesome is that you've got a lot of this layer happening right through that The thing that we really want to pay attention to here is that, number one, we've got the volume and the layers where it is going to work the best, where you're going to create some volume and some lift up and through this area, right? It's just going to create a lot of nice volume through here. Now, the way that we have done this is that anytime you guys do a DIY, right, you kind of have to understand it's all about balancing it out instead of it being completely perfect. Now, that's the thing, is that we've got, and there might be some long pieces here and there and whatnot, because again, you're taking a ponytail and you're compressing it into a funnel, right? Now, if you are skilled enough, you could essentially take this and you could take your sections and you could pull this back and you could really work this and make it a lot more precision, right? But with us, and what we're trying to do with this, is it doesn't have to be precision. You could take off like these little points right through there, okay? Now, but you don't have to, because it's already balanced. It's already working, okay? Now, this is what I love about this, is that, nobody is going to know that this was DIY. I guarantee it, right? And that's coming from 30 years plus experience, which is freaking awesome. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Really, it has been a freaking pleasure to share this with you guys and to just kind of show you what is happening in this world, right? DIY, all that good stuff. So, questions, comments, concerns, like it, hate it, like my channel, hate my channel, whatever, guys. I'm here to make your hair better. And I appreciate your guys' support. I appreciate your love, all of that good stuff. It has been a pleasure. I hope you enjoy it. Hair is your most important accessory. Keep it sexy, guys. This is just what's awesome. So, thank you again for subscribing, watching, sharing. It's been a pleasure, guys. I will see you guys in the next video.
Birds are waking me up. I never knew how good they're able to sing. Soft, cool bed and pillow talk, while the sunbeam slowly moves and hit the sheets. 3-4 hours of sleep, and my shades can't save me now. The sun is just a preheat for the night that's about to come. But I just lost my phone, and I don't know where to go. No, my friends are getting stoned, somewhere on a boat. Though I feel alright by a drifter's side, strangers on the go. That's all I have to know. just lost my phone.